I remember when life was better. I remember like I've been alive forever. I remember being born in abundance you never measure. Predecessor from the epicenter, the genetic mecca. I'm a representative of the metal netter. You dead if you never met her. The devil, he never fed her. I protect the treasure, then the presence center. Kemet was never desert. Do the rain dance, make the weather wetter. A crown is a head antenna. Call me Imhotep, the architect. I'm clever, break a temple down and put it back together. I remember I was royalty, from the soil where the oil be. Never let the bigger man in me grow from the little boy in me. Been a victim of my loyalty, let my ego kill the joy in me. That's what ended up destroying me. I forgot the Lord anointed me. I forgot that I was God. I forgot that I was free. I forgot that I was king of the jungle until I remembered I'm me. She forgot that she was God. She forgot that she was free. She was stuck up in this slumber so long she forgot she was ever.
All right. You there, my brother? You can see me? Okay. Yeah, so yeah, Billy Carson connected me with you, my brother. I had Billy Carson on last week. Like I said in the text, well, in the text thread, big move, my brother. I remember back in the days when you were signing certain artists, and I was like, yo, he signed Dipset, he signed. Like you having Billy on your website, Dame Dash Studios, I feel that's the next wave, man. And I told Billy, I was like, yo, I want my people, my audience to know about what's going on, because I don't know any brother doing what you're doing right now. As far as, you know, you got like your own little Netflix situation going on right there. So, yeah, I definitely appreciate it. You got a lot of things coming up. The Annunaki. Let's start with that, my brother. Let's start with the Annunaki movie. What's all that about?
Well, as it relates to Billy Carson, you know, I've always been a dude that was intrigued by ancient history, and I watched Gaia, and you'd be surprised the circles where these kind of conversations come up, and the kind of people that are really into that. So, like, you know, usually the people that are at the forefront of it are very granola, not too cool. You know, it's hard to believe them. They're not the kind of guy that gets girls. And, you know, when I was watching Gaia and I started to follow Forbidden Knowledge, I liked the way he was breaking it down, ridiculously intelligent, and made it in layman's terms. But also, he was saying some next level things all day long. And, you know, I was following him probably way longer than, you know, he knew. And then he posted up something about my streaming service, and then we connected. And, you know, I started to read the Emerald Tablets, and he was telling me, you know, my mind's already like, yo, your thing popped back out. Pause.
Yeah, good.
That was crazy. Pause. Sorry. You know, I'm already talking movies and this, that, and the third. And he was like, I got one. So, you know, he has this whole Chronicles of the Anunnakis movie and characters. So, you know, we doing our own version of Star Wars. We've started to develop the comic book already. We put this dude Carl down that does, you know, Boondocks, and, you know, very good at that part of the game. And, you know, this is a truthful story about the real intergalactic war of how human beings came into existence. And, you know, sometimes to teach people that don't want to learn, you have to entertain them and just start making them watch shit so many times that they get the truth and it starts to click. You know, but can you imagine Star Wars made by some black people?
Bro, fire.
You know, but and to be about the truth, you know, like, I don't know, I'm sure there's truth in Star Wars, but we're telling you, like, yo, this shit that we talk about comes from tablets and scrolls, and it's there. You know, it's gonna shake religion up, and the way the world perceives history, you know, it's not logical, the things that are given to us, and just based on the things that we find out about the things we're told and how many things are kept secret from us, it would just be logical to know that we've been lied to for the probably majority of history, to be manipulated to do things. And it's just about awareness. Right. So this is a cool way to monetize awareness and, you know, have some fun doing it, and, you know, probably change the way, evolve, you know, for the better culture, human beings look at the way the world and the universe runs.
Indeed, indeed. You know, you was always an inspiration to me. I grew up in Harlem my whole life. You're from Harlem.
What part of?
King Towers right on Fifth Ave, 115th and Fifth, yeah, right over there.
Oh, so where I had Team Rock. I mean, not Team Rock. I had what you call it there, the tournament, the Kingdom.
Yeah, exactly. Right in Kingdom. Yeah, Kingdom is my backyard. I remember when I was young and Cam shot the video for Let Me Know right in Kingdom, and Taft houses. They was like hanging on the buildings and shit. It was mad dope.
That's where you at right now?
No, I'm in Brooklyn right now. I done moved out of there, but I'm in Bed-Stuy. Yeah, I'm in Bed-Stuy, but yeah, definitely. So you was always an inspiration to me, growing up in Harlem. But in Harlem, we have a church on every corner, and our churches are Pentecostal, Baptist, you know, Christian churches, Jehovah's Witnesses. So I'm curious to know, like, in terms of you starting to study ancient history and getting involved with ancient aliens and Annunaki, was there ever something, man? Because like from an outside looking in perspective, we always have a lot of questions for successful brothers like you, moving the way you move with integrity. And we may say, damn, did Dame see something in Hollywood with all the millionaires where he was like, oh shit, there's something more to spirituality besides what they got in Harlem? Is there anything that what woke up your eyes? Was it something when you was getting money, or have you always been like this?
It's always the search for the plug and the truth. You know what I mean? So I do see at this level, I've been able to look at things at levels people haven't. I've been in rooms that people haven't. You know, I see how things go on, and people are highly controlled, and things are a lot about perception. So, you know, in a religion that makes us appear to be number two, you know, like it never made sense to me that, you know, a black person saying Jesus Christ was white. It just never made sense to me. And it never made sense to me that someone that enslaved us would give us religion and we could worship the same God. And reading the Bible and reading things that said things like always worship, or rather never disobey your slave master, you know, in my mind, that means it's written by a slave master, you know, and the intent is to control. And then looking at, you know, history, like, you know, most Bibles or the translation that people go by are the King James, and that's a Roman. And Romans are the most manipulative motherfuckers in the world. You know what I'm saying? So that was one thing that just, you know, didn't make sense to me. And when you start looking under the hood and you start really like logically thinking, like, how can we just be alone and be the first and be so dumb? You know, how could we kill for no reason? How could we take energy out the earth for no reason? How can we not worship women? How can all the things that are logical we don't do? And then I look at the people that are spewing this bullshit, and they're usually nerds that can't get girls or don't know how to be socially correct. And the only way that they have power is by manipulating and having money, which the world is addicted to, which isn't backed up by no goal. So, you know, just logically, you know, I never lived or abided by any of those rules from day one. So from day one, I thought everybody was crazy. So, you know how it is in Harlem. We arrogant. And I came outside when crack first came out. So automatically 15-year-olds have more money than their parents. And it's hard for somebody older, broker, cornier, not dressed, you know, all that, to tell somebody that got more money than you at a young age that figured it out, regardless of whether, you know, because you're young, you don't know, you're not thinking about the future, you're thinking about the moment. So regardless of what got me there in that moment, I'm like, yo, I figured it out. I got a better car than you. People work for me and with me. Like, I've been a boss since I'm 15. Now, had I listened to them tell me as a child I'm supposed to be told that I need credit and go to college and get a 9-to-5 and retire. If I'd have did any of that shit at all, if I ever would have believed in it, the world wouldn't be what it was today. There would be no Rockefeller. Kanye probably would have made it happen a different way, but it wouldn't be that way. Kevin Hart wouldn't be there that way. Lee Daniels wouldn't be, the whole constitution of pop culture would be different. And everything that people are buying into right now would be different.
Well, Dane, when hearing you talk and that's real what you just said, and seeing how you move, brothers like yourself move, or Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant, or
the thing is, I don't see no brothers like me moving like this.
Well, yeah, in that sense, yeah. Let me finish, but I definitely get what you're talking about. The only thing I'm talking about is in terms of when you made the comment, in Harlem we arrogant, and your confidence is obvious. So when I mentioned Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant, I'm just talking about their talent level, them being confident in their talent. You're confident in yourself as a businessman, which is a little different from their confidence, which is just in their ability to play basketball. But we're taught, the average person is taught about humility is beating our head. So we look at you, not we in a collective sense, not me. We look at you and some people may feel he's just arrogant. Why does he, that's not a good trait to have. I'm supposed to be humble.
Can I tell you why?
Yes.
I'm speaking master and other people are speaking slave.
Okay.
People that look at me as arrogant are upset at the fact I'm bringing to the attention that I have a fearless way of doing things that they're scared of doing. And I'm being told, here's the key to being free, but they'd rather be dependent on the pattern that they're born into. So they choose to say arrogant. They don't understand my language, just like I don't understand theirs. So I love when people say that, so then I know who the fuck not to talk to. Because the only reason why you should be like, if I'm a person that's speaking about things I haven't done, then you should not listen. But logically speaking, my pattern is winning at a very big level and discovering things before other people do. That's been the last 30 years in public, ups, downs, whatever. I'm still here. You should embrace, fuck the arrogance or the tone. People have to be smart enough to listen to the word. And the only thing that stops a person from hearing the word is their ego and their arrogance. So what they see is a reflection in themselves. And that's the problem.
That's real. That's real. I noticed that a lot. Do you feel, how much do you feel like religion plays in that humility thing?
Religion and government play in the complete control of the mindset of the world. You go and you pay money for things you did in your past. And the people you give it to don't pay no taxes. And they all got more money than you. And the fuckery that goes on in those establishments are unspeakable, the manipulation that happens with that word. I just know this. If I was the devil, I wouldn't tell people I'm the devil. I would pretend I was God.
All right, so Dame, so the mentality a lot of our people have is that the righteous people are poor and the rich people are scumbags. So when you talk this money talk, this boss talk, the first thing that might enter their mind is, well, I have to be a scumbag in order to get that. So do you have some healthy advice for those who may associate money with being a grimy individual?
When you make money doing scumbag shit, you have to be a scumbag to make money. When you make money being independent and free, you don't have to be a scumbag. All you got to do is play the game like a G and be honorable. If you sign on to something, abide by it with that person. Fuck everybody else.
Indeed. I definitely hear that. And I'm glad because you're an example of business and integrity going hand in hand. And we're taught, we hear it all the time. Yeah.
Keep saying it. Taught.
Yeah.
Taught.
It's a program.
You're taught to be number two. You're taught that another culture needs to validate us. You're taught that you should go to school. You're taught that anybody that's not saying exactly what you're taught is arrogant and different. That's what you taught. And the test is to be able to break pattern. That's the matrix.
Facts.
The key to freedom is in our brain, in our heart, and our soul. understanding when I say be a boss, it ain't about money. It's about being free. Being a boss means living free, doing what you want and loving people before you love yourself. That's boss. See, people don't know what boss means. That's the problem. They're taught that boss means fit in and you're a boss. Don't own shit. Let somebody tell you what to do and pretend it's yours and you're a boss. And then other people that want to be slaves or want to be told what to do will kneel to you. That ain't me. That's not boss. We're taught to fight each other. We're taught to resent each other as a distraction to what everyone else is doing to us. We're taught to scrutinize each other instead of scrutinizing them. That's what we taught. What's wrong with the dog? Astro's on top of it. Hey, Astro! So that's Astro?
No, he's on top of Dusko.
Dusko! Niggas always doing that shit, man. Sorry about that, dog.
It's all good. But yeah, man. The program is definitely real. One thing I noticed, you was always famous. That interview with you and Bill O'Reilly was, people always go back to reference that for your ability to handle white people in the media. And from what I noticed growing up is that black people are very intimidated by white people.
Yeah, that's what we're taught to be.
Say that again.
That's what we're taught to be.
So what? Why were you were never intimidated? Like
why would I be?
Why would everybody else be? You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Everybody else thinks like a slave. I think like a master. I was born knowing like, nah, y'all bugging.
Is that
like,
something your mother instilled in you, or you just was like that?
It was half Harlem and half the fact I went to private school for a long period of time.
Okay.
So I wasn't impressed with people that were giving money because of their bloodline. I'm like, yo, I got to go and do this on my own. I fight better than y'all. I dance better than y'all. I'm taking all your girls. I can play any sport better than y'all. And my brain is quicker than y'all. To the extent I'm not going for this gaffle. See, the bottom line is everything is a facade. We taught in every level that we number two just because we number one. Weak people spend a lot of time strategically figuring out how to stay safe by controlling strong people. And strong people, they don't think like that because they're like, yo, whoever, they jump out here and fucking somebody up. That's what we think. But the brain is way smarter than the brawn. The brain controls the muscle, but I got muscle and I got brain. That's what people don't get. You gotta have both. All that peaceful shit, niggas cheat. So they gotta know off top, I'm not playing with none of y'all niggas, period. Now, I ain't doing nothing for y'all to get stupid, but if you come through, you ain't gonna just be bullying me. You know what I'm saying? That's not happening. Matter of fact, you better not even give me a fair one because I'm prepared on every level. Mentally, physically, everything. My taste game is better. I do white people shit better than white people. I played lacrosse. You know what I'm saying? I played hockey. I went to BS6, but I hustled on 142nd and Lenox. Nobody did that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me ask you this. With this Trump era, racism has been brought into the forefront, but a lot of people feel as though it was covert, and now it's just straight up overt. They're not even white supremacists; they're white extremists at this point. There's a theory that racism is taught, and some people feel as though racism is just you're born with it. So
let me ask you a question with that.
Yes, sir.
Do you notice them racists be getting beat up?
Yeah.
There's more people not racist than are.
Mm-hmm.
We're in the majority, but stupid people are the loudest. They're just a distraction, bro. If they get cute, they're a rat. I'm not worried about racist people. I laugh at racist people. They never have no money and they never have no girls.
So do you feel as though
bringing it to the forefront is the best thing? To know who it is, for it to be so. Donald Trump been the best thing for America, I think, because he's made everything hot. If you fuck around and do the Me Too, wouldn't have happened without Donald Trump. So many things would not have been changed if it wasn't for this nigga fucking up.
Okay.
Because they can't catch this motherfucker, they catching everybody else. And they just waiting for him to step up that fuck. If he, because they're not even going to impeach him, bro. They're just going to be like, yo, it's easy to get him. The second he gets off, they're going to indict him. That's how it's set up. Now, if he gets elected again, they think trying to impeach him will make it stronger for people to fucking want to vote for him because it brings the stupid out of stupid people. But once he gets off, Mueller already said it. He said, yo, do what you got to do. We can't indict an acting president. But if he wasn't the president, his ass is out. Now, if y'all elect him again, the statute of limitation runs out. Then he can't get locked up. But if he gets off and he loses this election, his ass is out. I'm going to tell you that right now. Out. And right now, everyone that didn't vote is going to vote. Right or wrong? Now, everybody right now that's tight about Trump that didn't vote should shut the fuck up. If you didn't vote, then shut the fuck up. Don't complain. Now, if you vote, then you got every right to be mad. But if you didn't get involved, all you doing, you ain't doing shit. And you don't even understand that Congress passes the laws. So you got to just make sure Congress is healthy. That's what you got to do. That's why I'm going to hang out with the Black Caucus next week. And, you know, I talk to people like, you know, Congressman Andrew Carson, so I can really know how things move. And they fighting for us over there. The Black Caucus be fighting for us. The thing is knowing how a bill turns into a law instead of complaining. Go get a fucking law passed if you want to do something. That's what I want to see. Go lobby. Go learn that game.
You know, a lot of people, Dame, feel as though everything is a sham, is an illusion, and they feel like
don't feel for it. Go see it firsthand. If you're gonna complain about it, fix it. I don't like complainers. I only like solutions, bro. I don't complain about shits I can't do nothing about. But if I can figure out how to figure it out, then I can say something. But the only thing I complain about is me not doing something to fix something. I don't complain when I'm fixing. You know, and I'm about that action. So I ain't got no time to be judging people or worried about what other motherfuckers is doing. I'm gonna go make a movie. If they're gonna mislead us, I'll teach everybody. Fuck that. If the curriculum is bad in school and programming is terrible, then I'm gonna give us a network and a platform. I'm not gonna complain about theirs. I'm gonna go make mine and do what I gotta do like a man. That's what they don't teach us. Man the fuck up. That's what they don't teach us. You gotta be arrogant to fight. You gotta know you're gonna win the fight. I fight.
I see, my brother. So let's talk about Dame Dash Studios. You got a lot going on. You got a health section. Yeah. I think I seen you in an interview with Dr. Laila Africa. Is that correct?
Yeah, that was
yeah. Yeah, you got the section with Billy Carson. You got the independent movie section.
Billy Carson got the Forbidden Knowledge show on there too.
Yeah.
Got about 2 or 3 episodes, and he does Q&As and like, you know, that shit is dope. The Galaxy News, we're gonna do a lot with that. Trust me. That's just the beginning. That dude is ill. Billy is an ill dude.
Yeah, it's very.
Tell this motherfucker, don't shapeshift on me or something. He got knowledge a lot. Don't. He vibrating different. He wants some Tesla shit.
Yeah. Dame, you ever heard of Delbert Blair or Bobby Hemmett or Phil Valentine? No, I'm just, if you like the Billy Carson's work, those are just some brothers that deal with similar subjects on some Mars, advanced, metaphysical, spiritual shit. You're definitely, Google, YouTube their names. I think you would definitely enjoy their work.
I fuck with all that. See, when I was younger, what really got me aware, and now I think about it, is the connection. You know what connected Aaliyah and I? This book called The Seat of the Soul. And that was like Kadada, Aaliyah, they put me on, then I put everybody on. Now Oprah Winfrey be talking about it and all that. But I read that shit, and that shit changed a lot of things in the way I saw things. But I'd be scared to read this shit now because Aaliyah died, and it was like, you know, I felt like it was preparing me for it.
Dame, does it ever, like I said, it's great for me talking to you because there's always this outside looking in perspective, and you're on the inside looking out perspective. And when I say inside looking out, the people we see on TV. So like I said, you was always my inspiration. One thing that people always talk about, you know, there's a huge conspiracy theory community on the internet, and they always talked about Aaliyah being sacrificed, or MJ being sacrificed, or Prince being sacrificed. Does that bother you from the inside looking out when you hear that, or do you feel it?
Nah, I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
what it does is make me not believe any other conspiracy theories. You feel me?
Okay.
Like when they was saying, like they be saying I'm the Illuminati and all that, I'm like,
the rock, the rock symbol, yeah.
And like, no, the rock, that shit came from, because we were trying to sell, I made that up. That was a 10 million, that meant $10 million, the diamond.
You're right. Yeah, 10 million albums sold. 10 million albums sold.
That's all it was, right?
Yeah.
So regardless, I'm hearing people going all out, like, you know, people that some people respect. And I'm like, this shit is complete ridiculous, like dumb shit. So it definitely makes me not listen to another word that person ever says, but it definitely makes me question a lot of illogical conspiracy theories that are backed by nothing. Because I know, like, every time I read about me in the newspaper, like, the bottom line is, if you in this business and you a real nigga, you can't give a fuck about what people are saying, or else you can't be in the business, period. So I just think it's funny that people even talk about me, man. I'm not a rapper. I'm not a singer. I'm not known as, I do things. I'm not known as an actor. I'm famous just because of my swag. There's businessmen that do what I do, but they just don't do it the way I do it. Why am I famous? I don't even know. Why?
Like you said, I guess.
I'm a businessman, bro.
Right.
And you know, only thing I'm famous for is because I'm famous like Mark Anthony is famous and shit like that from the Roman days. Like, you really famous when you fight a war, when you can raise a flag for something you believe in. I'm famous for being a general, and I'm famous for winning with my back against the wall and fighting. You know, I'm always known for fighting a big man, but I win. So that's the only reason why I can see I'm famous. I'm 48. Why does anybody still care? You understand what I'm saying?
You know,
I got a light. Love y'all. Y'all give me a tray too. I think I'm gonna be here. I feel like I get it. Go ahead. What you said?
Dame, the way you maneuver, you know, it's a what people will call an old school way of maneuvering. Very people would say it's masculine. The way you maneuver, it's you know, testosterone driven.
Listen.
There's a hold up, Dame. There's a term, toxic masculinity, that's being thrown around now, and people feel as though they can't behave like what we used to call a real man. So they feel as though they have to, you know, switch up their masculinity to fit into culture right now.
That's still, anyone that's waiting to be told what to do is a slave.
It's the same concept, the slave concept.
Whoever's sitting around worried about other people thinking, but slave mentality, it's never gonna work. Like, you can't tell a man when to fight, especially when you don't know what he's fighting for. Y'all niggas, nobody knows my war or what I gotta be prepared for or what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be real masculine when you jump in the ring and fight, right? That's what this is. Just because I don't tell everybody what it is, I ain't got to tell you I'm my fight to be ready to fight. But I know this, if we was ready to fight in Africa, we wouldn't have ended up over here. I know that.
Oh, man. Well, all right. So
like, that's the shit. Like, you know, I saw when I read the Bible, I always see the truth. This is what I'm gonna tell you. I read the Bible, and what I got out of that, if you tell the truth and you helping people and you not ready, you're gonna end up hung up on a cross as a sacrifice. That ain't me. I'm not trying to be that guy. You know what I mean? So I know I'm the truth teller, so I'm not gonna ever let off top. You know, I'm not trying to be, it's not like I'm a violent guy. My mind is my fucking power. I'm arrogant. My power, my masculinity comes from this. I karate kick you with this. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm pretty good on a fair one, but I'm 48. I shouldn't be fighting. I did all that. You get, you know, my record in the street, you from Harlem, they'll tell you, you know.
Indeed.
I'm from 142nd and Lenox. You know what I'm saying? The lynch mob and all that. I'm not down with them, but I was on the block the same time they was.
What do you think about people saying, you know, you received the most hate from where you live? So they had a whole list of rappers who got killed from the same city they lived in. What do you agree with that? And if you do, why do you think that is so? Where people, you know, you from Harlem, you supposed to get the most love in Harlem.
Listen, bro, this all comes from slave mentality. We're programmed to kill each other. The people that love us the most are the ones that hurt us the most. That's how we're programmed. It keeps us from fighting them.
Indeed.
It's a regular tale, bro.
Just all goes back to programming, huh?
it's basic 101. If this shit keeps happening over and over again, why would we keep doing it the same way? That's not smart. That's our fault.
I think that's the definition of insanity, when you do the same thing and expect a different result.
That's everybody. You know what that's the definition of? A bunch of depressed motherfuckers.
Indeed.
Do me a favor. You can bring me a tray. What's the font? And roll.
Indeed. So you got a segment with Billy Carson. I think it's called Back to Mars. Is it some 10 minutes?
To Mars, yeah.
What's your thoughts on all of that? Like this whole flat Earth talk, Mars talk.
I don't believe the flat Earth shit. I don't believe that.
Right.
I don't believe that. Because I didn't read about it being flat in any tablet, period.
The ancients ain't say it.
Ancients ain't saying it's always consistent and everything's round.
Right.
For me, I heard the CIA implanted that as a distraction. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I do believe that there's definitely some shit going in Mars we don't know about. I mean, the fact that we went to the moon, 50 years ago and stopped, and somebody made us stop. You know what I'm saying? Period. And we know better. And the way those astronauts was looking when they came home, they wasn't happy, bro. When you from Harlem, you read people. That's what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Read the vibes.
You read them. The mannerism wasn't like they just went to the moon and didn't see some shit they didn't want to tell. And then Billy got the he got the black box shit where Neil Armstrong, Neil is like, yo, there's people in there and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it makes sense if you find some technology not to tell nobody so you can manipulate it.
Indeed.
Keep them slaves. They don't know shit. And we'll keep living. I do believe that there is the elite and they protect their bloodline with everything. And I respect that. And I believe that the people that aren't elite, before there were physical chains stopping them. And once there weren't, the elite figured out how to control them mentally. You understand what I'm saying? And it's just time to just wake up. It's a very easy fight.
How your children doing, Dame?
Beautiful.
The way you move, do you ever worry about, because the way they grew up and the way you grew up, I guess is different because they grew up, their dad was a millionaire. I don't know if your parents were millionaires, but do you ever fear that they don't have this level of street savvy that you have once you have money?
I work really hard so they don't have to have street savvy. I prepared them not to be in the street. They shouldn't be in the street.
You don't think you need that in business? Like some type of
I taught them about business, and they're very quick. My children are quick. My daughters are quick. It's like funny, you know what I'm saying? It's funny. Like it's funny. My son, they quick. Trust me. I'm street enough. They learn, and I'm very authentic. It's not like I'm pretending. And they see the people that are part of my life and the recourse and the repercussions of being a certain way. But the swag is in front of them. That ain't gonna never change.
Right.
And they it's not like I cut off my ties from the people that, protected me and got me where I had to go today. They still my family. So my kids is around, just like Team Rock was on 42nd and Lenox. Boogie, like the way I did it is I made sure he got that swag, but in the form of a basketball program. So he got to play basketball with all the kids from 142nd. Like Boogie was moving, like I used to be scared because Boogie used to move around like niggas don't even know he's my son the way he moves. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He moves differently. And he can fight. That nigga can fight. Play with Boogie, niggas play with him he want. He can fight. Google that time he was because Sin from Dipset came to my crib because he had been training and shit. I'm like, man, I'm 45, 46. Like, man, throw the gloves on, man. We go out there and fight. And then Boog said, watch out. He's with like boop, 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 boop. And he fight niggas that train. Like we box our whole life. So my kids, when they born, they start learning how to fight. Like, how Coming to America, Eddie Murphy was doing the karate and all that shit.
Yeah.
Prepared, bro. Don't think I don't prepare them. They ready for the action if it come. But my daughter shouldn't have to worry about that. But my son, they ain't having that. Like we don't come from a family of suckers. It ain't just me. We have a line of thorough people and cut from a certain cloth. Because you cut from that cloth, you don't never leave that cloth. You know what I'm saying? I'm all right in Harlem. I can go to my block anytime I feel like it.
Indeed.
Like, you know what I mean? The thing is, like, y'all can go check my file. Like, go to 142nd and Lennox and ask.
Mm-hmm.
You know, go ask or go ask everybody. I'm one of the ones. I'm the only one that was really in Harlem like that got to this level. Like, I was really there. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not fake Harlem. I was really there. Like, I used to go to the rooftop. I used to go to the Skate Key. I used to, you know, we Chili's, all that. Everybody that y'all hear about, I know them. In those rhymes, I knew them. I hustled with them. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I could have made paid in full for my perspective.
Mm. Yeah, definitely a classic movie, Paid in Full, man. Definitely shout out to Cam with a amazing acting job in that one right there. What do you think is one of the biggest misconceptions people who have a regular 9-to-5 may have about money? Like, you get to a level.
They think money is happiness. Everybody I know rich is fucking depressed. Niggas, you know, motherfuckers end up killing themselves all the time, man. Shit is crazy. Money is not it. It's about quality of living, health. That's the wealth.
Quality of living and health.
Yeah. Knowing how to love yourself so that you can love other people.
Uh-huh.
Then loving people before you love yourself, the people you love. Love is the currency that transcends all fucking dimensions. That's the one that you want to die with, love. That's the one you take with you. Money is not supported by gold. It's a scam.
When was there like a level when you was like extremely depressed or just down when you had bread, when you was really getting it? There was never that point, that level?
I was only sad when Aaliyah died. People die, I get sad. That's it. Other than that, I was bro, I'm fucking 20 years old. I'm rock star, man. You know, fuck I'm gonna be sad about. I just came from the hood. I've never been sad. Every second, I'm from, you know where I'm from, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you kidding?
Yeah.
But you start taking that shit serious, you corny. Like, I feel every day like as if I was in the hood yesterday and I just woke up and I'm in a dream. I think I'm dreaming every day. I'm afraid to wake up and I was bugging for all this time. I can't believe this shit in my life.
You know, Einstein said this is a persistent dream. I think we got to talk to Billy about that.
I do. Holographic and all that. I get it. That's why I keep manifesting the right shit. That's why your thoughts are important. I learned how to control my thoughts. You know, if you think about something for more than a minute and a half, that shit turns into a manifestation. People don't realize you can't visualize your dream. It ain't gonna happen. You got to architect your life. It comes from here. Everything that's happened in my life, I saw it. I wanted it. Maybe not the same way or at the same time, but I architected everything that happens. I knew I wanted a label, I got it. I knew I wanted a clothing line, I got it. I want a television network, I got it. I want to make a movie, I got it. Whatever I want, I go get because I can see it before it happens.
That's real. So yeah, a lot of people when they hear you talk like that, they think about the law of attraction. You ever seen the documentary The Secret? You ever seen that?
Yeah, that's basically those principles.
And what the bleep do you know? Billy talks about that a lot too, as far what he deals with the law of vibration. He says it goes a little deeper than the law of attraction. He deals with the law of vibration and being on a particular frequency that you want to manifest.
Some other shit, bro.
Yeah, no, truly.
I think he can levitate, but he's not ready to show us.
You know what to show? Yo, you be thinking about shit like that, like flying. There's like weird shit like that enter your mind.
I be like, when I'm in water, I fly.
Dame, because people feel like in this world, people feel like they either have to be business minded or they have to think about shit like floating and shit like that, and it's either or. But if you think about all that extra shit, you're not.
Go outside and ask a drug dealer. Niggas is both. See, that's what they want you to think, my nigga.
Back to that.
You have to fit in a box to do it. Creative business comes with being creative. You have to figure out what's good for you. And if you depend on government and religion to tell you what to do, you're in a box. You can't even think. You got to do what you're told. You can't manifest. It's already been manifested for you. That's why I think school is fucked up, because they take your kids to start getting it, plugging it in his brain. My daughter already knows at 11 where she want to go to college, what dorm room, and who she wants to be a roommate, and what debt I'm gonna have for it. But I ain't gonna have no debt for it. I pay for that shit cash.
So do you feel as though college is a scam? Like the whole debt
Let me ask you a
thing?
question, bro. Let me ask you a
Yes.
question.
Yes.
Does it make logical sense to live by any rules that were implemented by people that had slaves?
I mean, you already know the answer to that. No, not at all.
So what was school? Who implemented the school system? Slave masters. Those colleges were made when we were sitting in the back of a bus, way before that, bro. You understand what I'm saying? It's never been made for us. So why would we listen to any rules made by anyone that had a slave?
I agree with exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, but the thing is, people agree with it, but they look the other way. I change things. That's why I make school. Tomorrow I'm going to teach one, Poppington University. So I'm not saying don't go to school because it's illegal, but know that shit is bullshit because they don't teach you nothing that you need as an adult. So think about what you got. I could have learned math at home. I could have learned how to read at home. You understand?
Right,
They don't teach you how to pay taxes. They don't teach you shit about growing no food. They don't teach you nothing about health. They don't teach you about how bad meat is for you. They teach you that milk is good for you, that eggs are good for you, and that we were fucking slaves and that we've always been number two. I went to school before there was a black president. The teacher never told me there could be a black president. The teacher told me it's gonna be like this forever. That's what the teacher told me. And I told yo, I'm smarter than you. And I want to get kicked out of here so I could go to the principal's office so I can see what the fuck the principal's doing. I'd be in the principal's office. You know what I noticed? He was a stupid motherfucker too. There's no way I'm listening to him either. I don't want to be him when I'm that age. And my car better than his. I'm out of here. That's what I did.
Yo, Dave. Dave, what sign are you? What astrological sign are you?
Taurus.
Taurus, okay. Yo, Dave, man, it's dope just hearing a brother
I had
talk.
the box max with the kit, with the bit when I was 15, bro.
Say that again. Say that again.
I had the box max with
Okay.
the kit, with the kit.
Yeah.
The motherfucking Benzie box.
Mm-hmm.
I had speakers at the gooseneck. I'm 15, bro.
15.
I'm telling the principal, like, yo, your cars, get that shit out of here. I got kicked out of school for parking in the principal spot. 2 schools, my man. 2. Because I'd be like, yo, why they get a parking space? They get paid.
I hear you.
I was like, yo, my car better than this. I ain't getting no tickets on my
That's that's the Harlem from you. That's the Harlem in you, my brother.
I mean, man, when you winning, like if I'm catching W, like I'm not arrogant because of nothing. Like if I got a car outside of 15, I'm supposed to be arrogant. And it never got better ever since. Why I'm not gonna be why I'm gonna listen to somebody and do shit?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so like what I was saying earlier, the way you talk and the way you move and the way you're like a disruptor to the system.
Gotta be. How the fuck you gonna shake shit up if you're not disruptive? How things gonna change?
Indeed. So one thing people do sometimes, considering that and keeping that in mind, is that people often live vicariously through celebrities, entertainers, or people they see on, influencers on social media or people on TV. So one thing I noticed, Dame, is that people, like, they were living vicariously through you. You went on the Breakfast Club, you was talking about being a boss, this, that, and people was like, you were like the people's champion. And I noticed somebody sent me a video of when you, I don't know if it was an apology or something, where you was sitting down and you was talking about culture vultures. And you mentioned Leo Cohen name, and they was like, yo, Dame, what the fuck happened? And it's like they were living through you, and then when you made that move, they got mad, Dame. They got mad at that point.
Look, they could get mad. If they living through me, then they need to know me and why I do things I do. Yeah. So at that point, in that very moment, I was looking at things and I really felt like, damn, I be abusing the shit out of these niggas, right? And I know why. Because I'm frustrated, because I'm trying to get back on with the motherfucking television network. That's what it is. But at the end of the day, civil war and fighting amongst friends is fucking corny. And I was looking at it and I was like, this shit look corny. We look corny, us knowing each other, fighting each other all day. So I don't agree with what none of y'all say, but yo, if y'all hurt, I'm sorry. Keep my name out your mouth. I'm done with y'all. That's all it is, period. And there's things I've done to them that y'all don't know. So, for example, like, I smacked Steve Stout. So I'm sorry for smacking them. I'm too old to be smacking niggas. So my bad, bro. I didn't mean to smack you. Leo, I don't even want to tell you. It's too disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't know. So y'all ain't got to know. But it ain't stopped no fight. It didn't change my swag. And it was Instagram, and it was more like a joke, really, to me. But people take it serious. But whatever, bro. I don't give a fuck. Bottom line is, if you ain't fighting, if you ain't doing shit, I can say what I want. I'm on the front line. When I fight alone. Ain't nobody behind me. It's just me. So don't tell me how to fight or when to fight, unless you fighting or unless I left you in a fight. Other than that, mind your business. If you mad, you just mad at yourself because you don't have the heart to ever fight. Nobody, see, people love when I say shit because niggas are scared to speak. I say the shit that people don't, period. And then people want to tell me when to talk and how to teach and what tone to do it in. That'd be the funny shit. You think I'm gonna listen to somebody that's mad about me doing what I want to do? That's me. I do what I want to do. I don't give a fuck. Nigga, don't tell me anytime one of them niggas punk me, any one time you said I bent the knee to one of them niggas, that shit'll never happen. I ain't gonna work with them niggas, ain't nothing changed. Same fight, same day, just not with them. I got way bigger fish to fry. I'm not a rapper. I'm not a pretend executive. I have a television network. So if you put me in a beef with somebody, make it that level. You understand what I'm saying? It's embarrassing to have beef with them. They're not big enough for me. That's what I'm saying. I know them. I know their kids. I know their mothers. You can't have problems with people, you know, their family. That shit is whack. Just have somebody else to fight. That's what I was saying.
I definitely understand that. I want to ask you, as far as the
I just think it's funny that Instagram is that powerful. I like that.
No, definitely, yeah. I mean, like people share videos. They like videos. You see the videos in your Explorer page, and
But that was also now I think about it. That's also me saying, yo, why don't y'all fight for yourself? Stop depending on me to fight for y'all. Y'all upset because now nobody gonna do and say the shit. Because I don't need to fight for me. I'm fighting for y'all now. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not in the music business. You understand what I mean? So when I got on the Breakfast Club and when I be shitting on Leo, he can't touch me. I'm doing that so y'all know. That's why I benched him. He's benched. My job's done here. You understand what I'm saying? He got the tag, Culture Vulture. He always got to explain himself. He got to move different. He ain't been doing shit. That nigga running around Africa looking for people to exploit. This shit is hilarious. This nigga's 80. I did that.
Dame, do you think there's like some we was talking about conspiracy theories earlier. Do you think there's like some truth to the fact that the Jews run hip hop? Since you mentioned Leo, people talk about that, and they're the ones that turn conscious Public Enemy into gangster rap. You know, go ahead, my brother.
Nobody runs hip hop. If you let any other culture manipulate you, then you're letting them run you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the majority of certain kinds of rappers are run by certain kinds of people, but not all rappers are run by that. We run hip hop. I'll never let them think they run hip hop. No matter what, I won't give that title, and we need to stop thinking like that. Listen, if we go in their house, then we got to play by their rules, whatever culture it is. And whatever rules we are abiding by, that's on us. So when I be watching these tough guys sell the fuck out, I don't see nobody making them do it. You understand what I'm saying? That's a choice. But I also see people that don't act so tough take an independent route and control their own destiny. So again, slavery today is a choice. Blaming other people about shit we own makes us look fucking weak, period.
Definitely. Definitely. You never felt the pressure when you was young to sign to a label or to like what made you move how you like brothers like yourself and Master P who just move differently? Because
first the team lead? Because first I tried when I was 19, didn't know no better. Yeah, I tried to get, my artist signed, Jay-Z signed. I didn't like the way it felt. I didn't like the way they treated me. when I had an artist, I had artists signed. I had the Future Sound signed to Atlantic, and I had Original Flavor signed to Atlantic, or East West, with Sylvia Rome signed. So my first record deal was with Sylvia Rome. And then from there, I learned that this shit is whack and everybody's corny, and I'm not listening to these niggas, and I'm not playing none of these politics. And I don't want anyone to ever think that I'm down with these motherfuckers. So that's why when there's a camera on me, I will be cooking executives, not cooking artists. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm for the people, always was. And when I was there, I never tried to fit in like everybody else did.
I'm interested in knowing
Check that file. I want niggas that call me arrogant to do what I did, to stand up for what they believe in fearlessly when it's not so profitable. You know what I'm saying? When they get the opportunity, will they bend the knee? Because I keep hearing motherfuckers talk that shit, but when they get into the prime time spot, they bend that fucking knee. And I seen it happen time and time again. Too many rappers bend the knee.
Do you think?
You ain't never gonna say you heard Dame bend the knee, ever.
Indeed.
Not for the check, not for the bag. I be in there with people that be like, yo, we got all these millions for you, but you gotta bend the knee. Fuck, matter of fact, you know what? Put the camera on. Fuck you. Now, and I did that, and I'm arrogant. That's called fearless.
You never worried about your family when you make these bold moves? Because a lot of people, when they make a bold move,
these niggas is weak. That ain't bold. Them niggas is weak.
No, I said when you made your bold move.
No, what I'm saying is it wasn't even a bold move to me.
Oh, okay.
Like I was like, yo, these niggas is lame. Like I'm coming from 142nd and Lennox. I know niggas is bluffing. These niggas is suckers. Like I got here too early. That's why I said fuck all this shit. I'm going to get a network on my own. No help. Fuck y'all. I burnt the whole bridge. I don't want to fuck with none of them niggas. They are lame. I promise you. That shit is a farce. No fronting. I'm not letting them I just don't let them pretend around me. That's all. You ain't gonna try to make me believe you something you not because somebody else gave you a title. Get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna get this. I'm not worried. No matter what, I'm gonna get money. No matter what. Especially now. I can always get money now. No matter what. But instead of trying to fit in, I'm trying to change things. Communication, giving people a platform like Billy Carson. He ain't got to fucking sell out or bend the knee. He could do it his way whenever he feel like it. And we got everything they got. I got a 6,000 square foot facility in Burbank. I got all the cameras. I got motherfucking C300s. I got Black Magics. I got red cams. I got lenses. I got lights. I got distribution. I got a 24-hour network launching. I'm doing the first market in Charlotte just to test it out. The app is up. My work is better than theirs. I don't just make movies. I don't just make music. I make I make a network, bro. Nobody does that. Who you know do a network?
Dame-studios.com.
Dame-studios.com, and to watch Deep-TV as well. And it could be done, but nobody does it. Right now, I'm hustling on a block that's not crowded. There's not that much competition for me up here to sell a television network. And I got all original programming. I got I got 6 episodes shot and edited 3 of scripted series written by Michael Anthony Snowden, the same dude that wrote White Chicks and Scary Movie 1 and 2. And for the Family Guy. Funny nigga, used to write jokes for Richard Pryor and all that. And that shit is done. Niggas ain't got scripted programs. I got movies that have been released theatrically that I funded, paid for. We got original movies. Like, I'm not like a fake studio, bro. Look, this shit is real. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit is real. This ain't like I got everything they got, but I bet you no television network got merch or clothes swaggier than mine. And then I make the clothes. You know, I do that too. I make everything you see. I make the music. I do everything. Why would I not be arrogant and laugh at people that just settle for being told what to do and don't work any day for their future, just for their present, and their family can't benefit from that? What's the purpose of that? It's not logical.
So how does your network, like, Is it possible for somebody to submit something to your network? Like, you know how sometimes Netflix picks up on documentaries. How does this work?
Right now, because I don't have to license nothing. That's where people go broke, paying money to rent shit. I'm not doing that. But
Yeah.
there's a section called Indie Life, and if somebody wants to put their shit up there, I'll let them put it up there. And also, like when I launched the network, if it's getting a good reception on the streaming service, I'll put it on the network and we'll split the ad rev.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure the people.
I said my first market is Charlotte, channel 42.1. And we just putting really this is what our day is looking like.
Yeah.
Building out, getting more internet, building that out, and getting the programs and the machinery to beam out the signal. That's my conversation. At the same time, making my commercials, making our trailers, and making our posters, and putting together a marketing plan on how to launch all of these things. And then also paying fucking bills and paying salaries, because today's Friday.
Because I don't know nobody doing what you're doing, a person would assume that this shit gotta be hard. Like YouTube pays a lot of bandwidth to host all these videos. Do you consider this some hard shit? Because I don't see anybody else doing it.
Like Uber right now, you can outsource everything. So now you got to build the shit.
Right.
There's an Uber for every single thing in this world, bro, on every level. You just gotta find it. So
do you like that concept, outsourcing? You like that?
You got to. Sometimes, like some things I do, like distribution, the things I'm not good at, I might outsource, or I might outsource it until I can do it myself. But yeah, like outsourcing, doing like building apps, yeah, fuck all that. Because if you build the app yourself, then you got to worry about that shit breaking and the maintenance on the app. People underestimate that. So you got to get with someone that builds apps that have a service department for that. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Shit like that. So things that need to be developed, outsource. Because by the time you develop it, you ain't got the money to keep up with people that got to fund. Because the world's run by people that don't use their own money. They use other people's money, or they use funds money, a fund. So they got money to lose and burn for a while. See, the difference between independent and a fund is you can lose money for a certain amount of years. You got 50 million, you can lose 10 a year for a certain amount of time before you turn. When you're independent, you need that bread back. You know what I mean? And it's hard to burn while you learn. That sucks. That's what's not easy. A lot of niggas can't sustain that. Like,
okay.
See, so It ain't easy. Like, don't think it's easy. Like, it cost me between 30 and 100,000 every month for the last 10 years. It ain't been 1 month that I haven't had that kind of overhead. So if I could get sustainable, that'll be like fucking me being rich. You know what it is? To have to pay your bills and have to pay your fucking, all your family's bills, live a certain lifestyle, and still have to have $40,000, $50,000 worth of fucking expenses that you're not making nothing back from every month for 10 years, bro. 10 years. Now that's gangster. That's why I'm arrogant. No fun.
yo, man, I definitely hear that, man.
So every time I pay a bill late, it's in the fucking newspaper.
People hear about it.
I don't give a fuck.
Everybody, there was for years. All I kept, like once again, Dame, from the outside looking in, for years, all I heard was how broke Dame was.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
You ever seen Dame broke?
No.
Okay.
No.
Every year they said I was broke. I had a building in Tribeca, 10,000 square feet. So I didn't have an office. I had a building. I've always owned Rachel Roy. I've always owned. That's a $100 million company. Everyone just forgets that. I ain't saying nothing. Sometimes you got to Machiavelli yourself, bro.
Yeah.
That's where pride comes in. If I was arrogant, if I had an ego, then I'd be worried about what people think. That's why I'm arrogant, because myself and my sense of self comes from my action. Ego comes from pretending you're something you're not and overcompensating. So I don't have to pretend I'm not broke if I'm not broke. You understand what I mean? I don't have to, like if somebody says I'm broke and I'm not, or even if I am, I don't even give a fuck. If I'm broke, it's only because my broke is way different. Matter of fact, I am broke. You know what? I am broke, right? Look at my crib. This is me broke. I promise you, this is what I look like broke. Like, it don't be about Instagram. Be about what niggas really live. Like, you see that art, all that shit? You know what I mean? Like, this ain't no regular shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's broke. That's broke. You know what I'm saying? That's just what you can see. And if it was daytime, you see the view is off the hook. And I'm not in Calabasas. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, but I'm not there.
You know, you mentioned Machiavelli. I'm curious, Dame, since we talked earlier about being a boss, integrity, and manhood and things of that nature. Tupac is like a hero to a lot of black males. You're an artist from your label, Jay-Z. You know, Pac had several comments about Jay-Z. What's your take on like the myth, the legend?
Tupac? That shit was 10 years ago, bro. We gotta talk about the future, not the past.
Not even Jay-Z, just Tupac, because he's still relevant and he's like the Black Jesus. Only rapper that infamous with the on the cross, the Machiavelli album cover. I'm probably not the only rapper, but
it's a shame that Tupac died. Period.
Huh?
It's a shame that he died.
Right.
That's a shame, and it's a shame that that's the pattern when we become that influential, that they died. Like Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
They became manipulation in our matrix, and this is what happens. It was a pattern. He just got Biggie. You know, Biggie was my friend. You know what I mean? Like, you know, look behind. You know what I mean? So, you know, I felt that pain of losing a friend over bullshit, bro. Over nothing. Over dumb shit. Stupid shit. You know, motherfuckers dying for no reason is the shit in the world. And us killing each other, us being the ones to take us out, is the stupidest shit in the world. And that's just what they want us to do. And that's just what we got to stop doing. And it's a pattern. All our great ones, we take out our great ones. And that's just how they program us, to hate each other for stupid shit and call each other arrogant for nothing just because we fighting them. And I'm out here fighting, and we out here fighting for everyone that hates us. That shit is so stupid. And that's how they program us. Niggas that hate me, I'm fighting for them. And they ain't fighting for nothing.
Crazy. Winding down, Dame, in terms of spirituality, is there anything you at this point in your life, Dame? Are you into meditation? Are you into yoga? What benefits you that people might benefit other people? You might have access to some things that you could put people on to.
I go downstairs and hit the bag every day religiously.
Okay.
I hit that bag. I think I like to move around. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Agile. Nobody want to be old and stiff and strong and all fucked up and swole. I don't want to be swole. But I do work out. I get my work. Always give like 30 to 40 minutes to yourself. And you got to lead by example as a boss. So I make sure like you can ask her right now. She'll tell you, yo, every day what I do. I did it today. What I do.
Work out.
Yeah, and I make sure they know. I'll be like, yeah, I'm down there working out. Because if I could do it, they could do it. And I'm 48. You feel me? So you always got to lead by example. You got to dress right. You got to be clean. You know what I mean? You can't expect nobody to do nothing under you unless you're doing it. You gotta set the bar. You can't have expectation of other people. You got expectation of you. So you gotta. That's why I'm not that dude that pushes buttons. Like when I'm in the street, it ain't like yo, go shoot that nigga. Nah, I do that. I ain't gonna send nobody to do something I ain't gonna do myself. You understand? I'm gonna be out there with you. A real king fights on the front line. That's why he's a king. He the fighter. He the best fighter. All his knights know that. You feel me? Like I got to be. I'll fight any one of you niggas. I mean, just they my boys, but I'm down. I got to be with all that. You got to be with all that as a boss. Because if they don't respect you, they can't listen to you. But also, you can only invest in people that invest in themselves. If someone doesn't have a dream to fight for their own, you can't never expect somebody to fight for you. So everyone that work with me, you got to be a partner with me in something. Because I'm here to make dreams come true. You know, that's what I am. My fight is so other people that I love and that deserve it, that are like-minded, don't have to fight so hard. But if you don't take advantage of that opportunity, that's on you. But don't make me fight in vain. I'm doing this for us, not for me. It's for we. You feel me?
For we.
Like, let niggas go fight a whole war for 10 years straight on their own, and then call a nigga arrogant. Let's see a humble nigga do that. I don't see nobody calling niggas out, period. Not one person. Everybody's political when they get on the camera. Name one person that's not. I call niggas out by name because that's how I'm raised. And I'm honest. You can look under my hood. Pause. They've been looking every day. You know how much they go through my file to find some punk shit for me for so many years? I ain't got shit to hide.
You know what it is, Dame? When people are looking and we're trying to understand this business world, some people may say you should play chess and not checkers. And
Oh, listen to me.
Yeah.
If I made Jay-Z and Kanye and Lee Daniels and Kevin Hart, why the fuck would I change? Who the fuck did that? How's somebody gonna tell me that? And that's someone thinking like a slave. That anybody that tells me I did anything wrong is a fucking moron. Look what I've done. I should do something. If I did it different, y'all would all be affected.
Right.
What do you mean? Everyone that y'all love and the niggas I put on. How you gonna tell me I did something wrong? What chess? I gotta listen. Trust me, my chess is way different. The problem is the chess I'm playing, y'all don't understand till it's too late. So everything I'm saying, I've been saying 10 years ago, 15 years ago, nothing different. They just started listening a couple of years ago after the Breakfast Club, right? Who the fuck is playing chess?
That changed the whole culture.
How the fuck could I not be playing chess and I got a television network with all original content? That's 10 years of chess, my nigga. I'm just playing a bigger game. Niggas keep playing chess for a little game. That's checkers. Like, listen, I know what it is to have Jay-Z and Kanye in music. It doesn't make that much money. It's temporary. I spent that before I got it. I know how hard it is to make money in fashion. Rockwear, Rachel Roy, I did it. 40, 50 million over 10 years. If everything goes right, takes too much time. Only thing that's making me $1 billion cash, liquid, that I know of is selling a television network. So
that's
that I played 10 years ago was because I saw distribution through the internet before anybody. Remember, I had Block Savvy, I had a lot of shit a long time ago. And I understood really early, strategically, that if you know how to make content good, fast, and cheap, that's key. So strategically, my chess move, Machiavelli, all this petty shit, and get to the big boy shit. And that's all I want to talk about is big boy shit.
Dame, man, like I said, last question, Dame. Well, I don't know if it's a question, but I'm very proud of you, my brother. You changed with the times, and you know how to keep up with the times. Some people
I architect the times, bro.
Say that again. Say that again, my brother. What do you mean by that? How do you architect the time?
10 years ago, there was creative control. That was a internet television station where we showed people how to use 5Ds, and we gave the DNA of the millennial generation. Google it, DD172, creative control. Look at all the music and everything I did in culture, everything that's going on today, right now. I was doing that shit 10 years ago and telling people that in a gallery in Tribeca, 10,000 square feet. Most Def used to be in there. The Black Keys used to be in there. J Electronica, RZA, Ray, everybody. You feel me? Wiz Khalifa, Currency. Google it if you don't know. This was 10 years ago, bro.
10 years ago, yes.
Jessica Chastain, everybody doing it now. The girl from fucking Leah Durham, all of them used to be in that shit. This is 2009. Google it. Just DD172, under 100. I'd have sleigh bells. Erykah Badu was performing in the basement, bro. It's all documented. Just Google it.
Real talk, my brother. Listen, tell the people how they could go to the website. What's the exact website they could go to?
You can get it's an app. You can get it off iTunes or any apparatus that you have, Roku. You can also go to Dame Dash Studios. What else? Yeah, or you can go to dame-studios.com. It's just like Netflix. The same way you get Netflix is the same way you can get Dame Dash Studios. Galaxy News is there. You'll see all of that unfiltered and more things from Billy Carson. And there's movies, there's docuseries, there's cooking shows, there's adult programming, all original and all done better than them. All of it. And this is just the beginning. I'm just playing with niggas right now. When I really launch, because the network, it's been my dream to have a television network
Bro, that's big. That's why I said, yo, this is history in the making, especially with, I ain't know, like, I knew when I first heard you say that, Dame, I was like, that's some bullshit right there, network. But then when I seen how you just kept evolving it with the health and with just different, and I guess that's what a network is, but I wasn't even thinking like that. Maybe because of my programming. But then when you put Billy Carson in and you got like your own section for that, I'm like, yo, this dude Dame, this shit's gonna be the way for real in a couple of years. So I see it right now.
Let me just tell you, let me put it in perspective.
Yeah.
Look at the rappers that got where they needed to go, and people understand the discipline it takes to get there at a professional level. But Lil Wayne used to be on the road every day and put out a mixtape or an album, even with a deal, every month for like 6 to 12 months straight. The nigga was ill. Currency did it. Wiz did it. Drake did it. The Weeknd did it. Content, all the time. Records. I put out television shows like niggas put out singles. And I hit and I hit them with the content just like motherfuckers, pictures, blah, blah, blah. I don't do that. I'm giving you fucking TV shows, movies, docuseries every day like niggas put up pictures. But nobody sees it. They'll get it.
Dang, man, I gotta holler at you, man. I'm working on a documentary, The God Frequency, man.
Let's go. Actually, I was looking at your whole shit. We should talk.
Okay.
Like I said, the shit is dope what you're doing, but I got equipment, bro. We can evolve the whole shit.
That's what I would love, brother. I will come out there to LA to do some shit, man. So,
because what I do is one thing you should do for real, because I'm doing it now.
Yeah.
When I'll show you, like when I do magazines and all that, when I do ads, you doing the ads for them or are they doing their own ads?
No, they're doing their own ads.
You do their ads.
You do it for them. Way bigger.
Well, it just makes it, you want to have a point of view. So you want shit to look a certain way.
Right.
So like, for example, if somebody send me a flyer for like an event they want me to go to, I just have my crew do their flyer. Like, let me just do your flyer for you. When Pepsi came into my spot to observe us, and, gave us some sponsorship, they wanted to give me an ad. I did their ad. I was like, let me do your ad. I'm not.
You did Pepsi's ad.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Dope.
I'll show you.
People would just take Pepsi ad and be like, I can't change that.
They ain't got no swag.
Swag? How important? Dame, I know I said that was the last question, but this word swag keeps coming up. How important is that in the world? Because that's something that's just considered, okay, that's, you don't really need it, but you make it seem like it's something you really need in this world.
I know it's something I really need in this world. Like, I know that because I'm cool, everyone corny feels uncomfortable when I walk in the room.
Right.
How important swag. I know that what's packaged is cool. Opinion leaders. That's what people are buying into, right? So it's important to be the opinion leader. You understand? Like, you can't be a follower. You got to be ahead of the curve. So you got to do something different. You got to have a point of view.
Definitely.
Everybody ain't gonna like it. If you worried about everybody liking you, you fucked up. The only way to be loved is to be hated. That's the only way. The
only way to be loved is to be hated. That's your shit, or you read that? Because that's some real shit. That's your shit. Dame, I'm gonna use that. Do you mind?
As long as you give me my publishing.
I'll use that shit. Yo, Dame, man, listen, my brother. Thank you, everybody. I want my whole audience. Thanks to everybody in the chat room. I want all y'all tonight after the show to go to dame-studios.com.
There was people chatting and shit.
Yeah. We live, my brother. We live on YouTube right now. We got about 1,200 people watching right now on YouTube. 1,200 people.
Oh, then you just play it over and over.
Yeah, exactly. Then it just plays over. So it's a live stream right now, and then it just plays over.
Can you send me a copy of this?
Hell yeah, I can send you a copy. You want to take one question from the people?
Yeah. I thought if I'd have known that, because I do something like that where I take questions. I do it on the shindig, but I can see them when they ask the question.
Right. This is different. They could be trolling. Right. All right, listen, yo, family, we're gonna take one question. It ain't gonna be no ridiculous shit because I'm picking it. So give me a question for my brother Dame Dash.
Oh, so that's why he was asking. I was like, this nigga's arrogant. That's why he was asking me.
No. That's all my questions. That's all my shit. That's my shit. I wasn't looking at. I got a moderator. My sister Sci-Fi's in the room, moderating the chat room. But yeah, those are all my questions. That I'm just watching everything going on. Let me see what's going on here.
I'm gonna send you. What I do is I send you a commercial to run for me. You can run video commercials.
Yeah,
right?
I could do that too. I'm gonna
send you the shit. I should world premiere the fucking video, the trailer for but it's not finished. I could give him a 24-hour network. Yeah, I got a 24-hour network trailer I give you, but I give you the when I get trailers, I give it to you. But we can put this on my shit, and if you take those and you do that, I can put it on the streaming service if you want. We got some shit. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't cost me nothing to put it up, so I don't care. My block, I let people hustle on my block if it don't cost me. You ain't taking none of my work. I'm good. Because I'm ready to build a brand, and then I like to show when people first start getting with me and they see the evolution, what we turn it into.
Right.
So I think if you want to be a part of the Galaxy News and all that other shit, and because again, usually it's not coming from people of our color. That's why they don't listen to us. They listen. It's another culture talking, but this really, he drives a fucking Rolls Royce. I fuck with that. You know what I mean? That's aspirational. You ain't going to people that's getting girls and that got clothes and that got cars. If you ain't got all that, they don't want to hear you. They're like, yo, I don't want what you got. You got to be aspirational.
That's real.
So what was the question? You got a question?
Yeah. What do you think about reparations? My sister Sci-Fi asked that. What's your, you talked about voting earlier, and reparations have came up several times amongst the Democratic nominees. What's your thoughts on reparations, Dame Dash?
Depending on government, you won't get shit. It's a very fucking. You have to go get your own reparations. You know what I mean? Like, depending on government is not what because we never really know what's going on. So all I know is no matter what president is happening, I'm good. I make sure my environment is controlled by me. I'm the president to me. You feel me? But depending on the law being passed, like unless it's like something that's like really fucking you over, I wouldn't worry about all that shit right now. That's the past. Let's move on, bro. We wasn't there for all that. You feel me? We wasn't there for all that. We didn't feel it. Our families felt it so that we don't. So why we keep reliving that shit? Let's move forward. Reparations is the freedom we have now. Here, don't listen to them. Fuck reparations. Go take it back. That's what I do. Legally.
Indeed. Self-administered reparations.
Yeah, reparations aren't given. You take.
You take that shit. Boss moves. Let me take one more question. Who did you look up to, Dame? Say that. What you said? Muhammad Ali. I mean, I can see that.
Because he used to pop that shit. And
I can see that.
Opinion was completely different than everyone else's, and he could have played the game, but he didn't. But he'll knock your ass out, laugh at you, tell you exactly what round, and get knocked out, get back up, and fuck you up. I fuck with him. You know what I mean? I just hate the way it ended up for him, but that's what happens when you take that kind of punishment to the face. So shit ain't really sustainable.
Indeed.
Gangster, he's a gangster.
Anybody else? Anybody else you would name?
Different people for different things. I looked up to
of course.
The chief. I looked up to like at certain times for certain things. I got a little bit from each person. Like I looked up to my OGs, like certain people getting money in the street you look up to, and you look at the way they move and you want to do certain things. So a lot of what I do is me acting like them, but in the legal way. Like, I ain't on no real gangster shit. I just talk like it's some gangster shit. But that's the niggas I was around. You know what I'm saying?
Any plans on, this is another question from the chat room. Any questions or any plans on collaborating with Byron Allen? I
met with Byron Allen years ago, a couple years back, and he got what he's doing or what he did as far as syndication, and he sued the fucking government. His legal fees be the size of my motherfucking lawsuits.
Right.
$1 billion on the government's head. Like, he's a real gangster too. People don't know that.
Right. Yeah.
So he's a guy that's giving me advice, but he hasn't given me the plug. You know what I mean? Like, I'd collaborate with him. He got everything I need. His model's the same. He got 7 television networks, and one is judges, and the other is like comedy and travel. But really, it's just to bring awareness to the direct to consumer, the over the top relationship. See, you have to have your own distribution first and foremost, because you could be getting distributed, but if they don't distribute your shit, you fucked up. So if I got 1 million people that's directly mine, can't nobody turn my lights off. So
right.
you do something YouTube don't like, you fuck. They turn your lights off.
Yeah.
You don't want to be having all your eggs in one basket, and you want to also be able to, control your own destiny on every level.
Facts. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I've seen YouTube has done it to me where they done some bullshit. So I know exactly what you're talking about. And that's why I definitely want people to sign up to dame-studios.com. If you like Billy Costas' interview on my channel, he got his own series going on dame-studios.com. I'm definitely going to sign up. I'm not gonna lie and say I signed up already, but that's something that I definitely gonna support. By Sunday, I'm gonna sign up, family. So I want everybody else. Go ahead. What you said?
You would have signed up and looked through it, we would have had a different conversation completely.
Billy's the, I heard about it for a couple of months now. But when you got Billy Carson on it, then I was like, damn, now I gotta. That was the point when I was like, and I know my audience and what we into, we're gonna be like, yo.
Still ain't get on it though. You gotta get on it.
Yeah, we gonna sign up. Family, make sure you sign up dame-studios.com. And Dame, I'm gonna holler at you, bro. I want to put some stuff on there, man.
It's all good. You got the plug. And also I'm doing a Poppington University at my gallery tomorrow. How did somebody, if they want to go to see me live, what they got to do?
Go to poppington.com and get tickets.
Oh, you go to poppington.com and get tickets, and you can ask me questions direct. I'll be popping live at my gallery tomorrow, so you can see what I'm talking about direct if you really want to, if you're in the area.
Okay, poppington.com tomorrow. Holla at the brother Dame Dash. You know what? I'm thinking about bringing Dame Billy Carson to New York on November 3rd to do a lecture. And it's gonna be like some real space extraterrestrial type shit. It's gonna be dope, man.
Where at?
St. Francis College. I just got to get the okay. I put in my request.
Brooklyn?
Yeah, Brooklyn. Yeah, Brooklyn.
Like
Brooklyn. Huh?
Like Brooklyn, man.
Yeah. Brooklyn is Dame. Brooklyn is the new.
I had a spot in Brooklyn. I lived in now first I had a spot in not Williamsburg, the other shit. What the fuck is the name of that?
Bushwick?
Greenpoint.
Greenspoint.
I had a spot in Greenpoint, little penthouse. I had 2 penthouses in Greenpoint.
Okay.
It was nice.
Just, Dame, Brooklyn is the new Harlem. What you think about that?
I don't know, man. I don't know which Harlem you talking about. Not the Harlem when crack was around when I was out. I ain't been outside in 30 years. You know what I mean? But when I was outside, shit was different. I can tell you that right now.
The creativity is popping in Brooklyn right now, Dame. At an all-time.
All of New York is different right now,
Yeah.
It's a big tourist attraction. Everything costs everywhere.
Yeah.
Concrete in New York is worth something, no matter where it's at. It always turns at some point. Like, Tribeca used to be a junkyard. You know what I mean?
And then
the Bronx is fucking turning. You know what I mean? Like, what's not turning in New York? You feel me?
Yeah.
Everything turning. The closer you are to the action out there,
What you like better, LA or New York? What you like better, Dame? LA seem better.
The lifestyle I'm living now, definitely LA. Like, I like to lay by the pool. I'm relaxing. I'm like, this is vacation life. So you could create your own bubble out here. And I don't like being cold. So, I like getting in the hot tub. I like swimming every day. So I like this lifestyle a lot. It's New York isn't for being in the house, it's for being outside, it's for hustling.
Okay.
For a little space. But like out here, you gotta have a backyard, you get a view, you get all that shit. And for the same money, you only get in a crib and you ain't getting no outdoor space. You know what I mean?
Damn, Dame, I keep wanting to wrap it up, but what do you think about gun control? That's something somebody asked. This whole topic of gun control, Dame.
It's a hard topic because, the guys I know with guns didn't go to the store to get them. You know what I mean? So to me, it's not hard to get anything, but I do think people have the right to defend themselves. Like if you got a house and somebody run in, you should be able to knock niggas down. You should be able to defend the people you love. So defense it's terrible that these fucking kids or people that hate their lives so much, they hurt others. I don't understand that. where they think they're going when they kill themselves after they've done such bad things to people that don't deserve it karmically, not even in the name of religion or anything. I just don't see the logic in it. But I don't know, man. It's a hard one. It's a hard one because I believe it just needs to be monitored and probably a lot harder, you know, or a lot like a kid shouldn't be able to just go in a store and buy a gun. I don't think that should be the case. I think that, you know, if you got a gun, you need to figure out how to put a gadget on that shit, man. If you just can't squeeze that trigger for no reason, you know, some shit like that. I think we need to make some kind of, like, you know, like it would make sense to me for drunk driving to make it where if you put your hand on the steering wheel and you can figure out, it can tell you you're drunk, the shit won't go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we're so evolved, we should be able to make a gun that won't squeeze because of aggression, only for defense and some shit like that. You know, maybe it's about just making a different kind of gun. You know what I'm saying? Because there's always, out of millions of people, there's always going to be a fucking moron. Always. That's going to misuse anything. It's always going to be a dickhead, you know, always. So it's hard to say everyone should not be able to defend themselves. I just think there should just be a different way to go about defending yourself, you know, or make like fucking taser bullets and shit that don't kill you. And you could get one of those or something, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, definitely. Yeah.
I'm sure there's an innovation if we really wanted to where if people needed something to defend themselves, they could buy something that gets niggas off you, but doesn't kill motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, like that. You was moving so I don't mark you. That's how I was doing it that way. I wasn't marking.
No. That's, you know, that's the Harlem shit. I just keep moving. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I was doing it this way. I wasn't gonna mark you.
Yo, Dame, man, thanks for coming on once again. Family, make sure you go to dame-studios.com, sign up for independent media. I really, honestly, family, to all my subscribers, I think this is going to be the wave right here for what we're looking for. And I appreciate Dame for being a pioneer and for being a trailblazer and doing this, because he's setting he's setting the mark right here where everybody's going to eventually follow, just like he did in the music industry. So yeah, make sure you go to dame-studios.com, sign up. I'm gonna make sure I sign up this weekend. Besides that, Dame, thank you for coming on the show, my brother. And my brother, I definitely want to holler at you probably this week about a couple of other things. All right?
Let me know, bro. It's all good. And you know, you can get it. The first 10 days is free. I think the first week is free.
Okay. Yeah, so first week free, family. Sign up. Billy Carson got some powerful shit on there. He got some powerful movies on there. He got some powerful health videos on there. So
television shows.
Yeah.
Everything is like a TV show, bro. You'll see.
Dope.
Not even the fact that I got it. Look at the level of the work.
Dope.
Niggas can't fuck with me.
Talk that shit, Dame. And I'm glad you're backing it up. You're not just talking it. You're backing it up. Like I said, I don't know anybody else who's doing this. So shout out to Dame Dash. This is Brother Rich. We signing out, family. Peace.
I remember when life was better. I remember like I've been alive forever. I remember being born in abundance you never measure. Predecessor from the epicenter, the genetic mecca. I'm a representative of the metal netter. You dead if you never met her. The devil he never better. I protect the treasure than the present center. Kemet was never desert. Do the rain dance, make the weather wetter. A crown is a head antenna. Call me Imhotep, the architect. I'm clever. Break a temple down and put it back together. I remember I was royalty. From the soil where the oil be. Never let the bigger man in me grow from the little boy in me. Been a victim of my loyalty. Let my ego kill the joy in me. That's what ended up destroying me. I forgot the Lord anointed me. I forgot that I was God. I forgot that I was free. I forgot that I was king of the jungle until I remembered I'm me. forgot that she was God. She forgot that she was free. She was stuck up in this slumber so long she forgot she was ever.